For 3 decades, the Vex had pillaged their way across 7 star systems. Their black ships appeared without warning, overwhelming planetary defenses before disappearing with resources, technology, and slaves. No civilization had managed to halt their advance. The Galactic Council, comprised of 17 different species, had thrown their combined might against the invaders and failed. The Vex remained unstoppable, unknowable, and merciless. Earth had remained isolated during this time. Humans had achieved faster-than-light travel only 15 years earlier and maintained minimal contact with the wider galactic community. Most species considered humans primitive, their technology crude, their military capabilities laughable. When the Galactic Council finally approached Earth for assistance, it was out of desperation rather than respect. Admiral Thomas Kane stood before the World Security Council in Geneva, his weathered face illuminated by the holographic display, showing the Vex's path of destruction. "They've requested our help?" asked President Rivera, disbelief evident in her voice. "Yes, Madam President. The Galactic Council has formally requested Earth's assistance against the Vex threat," Kane replied. "With all due respect, Admiral, what could we possibly offer that 17 advanced civilizations cannot?" asked the representative from Asia. Kane allowed himself a slight smile. "The ECS Thunder." A murmur spread through the chamber. The Thunder was humanity's first and only true warship. While other species built multi-purpose vessels that could be converted for military use, humans, with their long history of conflict, had designed the Thunder specifically for war. "One ship?" The European representative scoffed. "Against an armada that has conquered 7 systems? One ship is all we need," Kane responded confidently. 2 weeks later, the Thunder emerged from FTL on the outskirts of the Proxima system. Captain James Walker stood on the bridge surveying his crew, 400 of Earth's finest military personnel. "Status report, Lieutenant Reed," Walker ordered. "All systems optimal, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. We're detecting heavy Vex activity near the 4th planet." Walker nodded. "Begin Operation Thunderclap." The Thunder was unlike any ship in the galaxy. While alien vessels relied on energy shields and directed energy weapons, the Thunder carried technologies born from humanity's long history of warfare. Railguns capable of accelerating projectiles to relativistic speeds, drone swarms that could overwhelm targeting systems, and most importantly, the Odin system, Orbital Defense Intelligence Network, an artificial intelligence dedicated solely to warfare. "Odin, tactical analysis," Walker commanded. The AI's calm voice filled the bridge. "Vex fleet consists of 23 vessels in standard harvest formation. Their technology remains consistent with previous encounters reported by the Council. Probability of success using Thunder protocols, 87.3%. Walker addressed his crew. "Remember your training. The Vex have never encountered humans in combat. Let's show them why that was fortunate for them until now." The Thunder approached silently, its advanced stealth systems rendering it invisible to Vex sensors. When it was within optimal range, Walker gave the order, "Execute primary assault." What followed was not a battle, but a methodical dismantling of the Vex fleet. The Thunder launched its first strike using kinetic kill vehicles. Simple, tungsten rods accelerated to impossible speeds. 3 Vex ships were destroyed before they even detected a threat. When the Vex responded, bringing their energy weapons to bear, the Thunder was already elsewhere, its engines pushing the limits of physics. Odin coordinated the attack with cold precision, identifying vulnerabilities in Vex formations and exploiting them without hesitation. The drone swarms overwhelmed Vex point defenses, creating openings for the Thunder's main batteries. "They're attempting to coordinate," Odin reported. Deploying electronic warfare suite, the Thunder unleashed its second weapon, chaos. Vex communication systems collapsed under the assault of advanced human cyber warfare. Their ships, suddenly isolated, became easy targets. Within 4 hours, the Vex fleet that had terrorized Proxima lay in ruins. Only one vessel remained, the command ship. "Prepare boarding teams," Walker ordered. "We need intelligence." The boarding action was swift and brutal. Human Marines moved through the alien vessel with practiced efficiency. The Vex, accustomed, to being the predators, found themselves hunted. When Walker received word that the ship was secure, he personally led the team to the captured Vex commander. The alien was tall and insectoid, its carapace bearing markings of high rank. It watched. Walker approached with compound eyes that betrayed no emotion. "Your species will suffer for this," it clicked in translated speech. "The Hive will send hundreds of ships." Walker didn't flinch. "Good. We're building more Thunders." News of the Thunder's victory spread rapidly. The Galactic Council was stunned. Their scientists pored over the battle recordings, trying to understand how one vessel had accomplished what their combined fleets could not. 3 months later, when the Vex Hive sent its armada to hunt the Thunder, they found not one ship, but a fleet of 12. Earth had revealed its true nature. Not merely a world of diplomats and traders, but a planet of warriors who had honed their craft through millennia of conflict. The Vex never stood a chance. As Admiral Kane later explained to the Galactic Council, "You built ships to explore the stars and adapted them for war. We built warships and adapted them for peace. The difference, as the Vex discovered, is significant." Throughout the galaxy, the message spread. The species from the blue planet should not be underestimated. They had known war before they knew the stars, and they had brought that knowledge with them into the cosmos. The Vex terror was over. Humanity's legend had just begun.